What's going on, everybody? It's Azazel 2012, and I've got some gameplay today on one of the new maps. It's on Sub-Zero, and I am running around with the AK-12, slapping people around. I think I go 37 and 12. But let's get past the gameplay here real quick. Let me get into the topic that I want to discuss with you today, because it is a fairly serious one. Something that you all may have noticed here recently is that there have been some channels that have been terminated. And due to bullshit reasons, due to bots and spam and bullshit like that. It's unwarranted copyright strikes. I'm sure a lot of people out there are aware that Sneeko had his channel taken away. Luckily, he's getting his back in the near future from the way it's looking. Looks like everything's in good favor for him. However, there are other people I know who have lost their channels due to this same exact type of bullshit. And they're probably not as lucky as Sneeko is right now. Now, actually, my friend Blue Manic, who was in the C3 tournament with me, he lost his channel recently for, from what I'm understanding, the same exact reason. Just unmerited, unjustified copyright claims and severe violations that aren't explained. And I'll just go ahead and explain. First and foremost, his network didn't really seem to do a whole lot to help him. However, I haven't talked to him in a little bit, so that may have changed. He may have moved on and found some help, right? Whatever. That's not the point of this conversation. The point of this conversation is for me to make two major points and maybe some minor ones in there behind them. The first one is, of course, this is bullshit. People losing their channel is crap. And because it's a lot of work doing a YouTube channel, right? It really is. I mean, it may be a blast to make YouTube videos and to have fun on YouTube, but it is work. It does take time and effort, and you have to kind of learn, you know. So, I mean, say, for example, my channel's been up for almost a year and a half. That's a lot to lose in a year and a half, just for no reason other than somebody gets a wild hair up their ass to be an asshole, or maybe they were offended or something, and now all of a sudden they copyright strike the hell out of your channel, and it gets taken down permanently. And it's all automated, from what I've noticed. So that's the major point, of course, you know, that you're hearing a lot of YouTubers making videos about this stuff, saying that this shouldn't be so automated, and I do wholeheartedly agree. If you're dealing with, in some cases, people make money off of their YouTube channels, and some of them make, I mean, I don't want to say a ton of money, but a considerable amount of money. If you're messing with somebody's fucking money, you can't make the, I guess you could say the Congress of YouTube can't just be some automated bullshit bot system that allows YouTube channels to be taken down at their fucking whim. If you make a couple of false copyright claims, you have no proof of it, they'll take it down automatically. No fighting it. No fighting it. You have to fight it after the fact. That's the total opposite of how things should work. That is guilty until proven innocent, not innocent until proven guilty. If someone makes a counter copyright or a copyright claim, you have to counter the claim. There's nothing you can do about it, right? So that's bullshit. I hope that this changes. I hope that YouTube sees some of these bigger channels getting taken down, because smaller channels like myself and, you know, and Sneeko, of course, he's at over 10K, but, or was at over 10K at the time of his channel being terminated. But that's someone who does make money for Google. That's someone, I mean, it may not be a considerable amount, but it's nothing to just shake your head about. What if that happens to 100 10K channels? How much money is Google losing then? It's in their best interest for these small channels who are on a very steep incline of growth. It's in their best interest to get them back up and running when it's a bullshit claim. And it's as simple as that. It is a bullshit claim. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about here is the fact that there have been talks amongst some of my fellow YouTubers, big and small alike. Some of the guys in Overpowered have talked about this. I've talked about this with a few different YouTubers myself. There's this. Now you have people who, like Sneeko, who's very opinionated, who's not afraid to hurt your fucking feelings. People like myself who, I mean, I tend not to try to be a total dick or anything, but I share my opinion. I'm not saying that Sneeko is. Don't misinterpret that. But for people who want to share their opinion, who are blunt, who are honest, who are sometimes maybe even overly blunt, right? That's not fair for these people to have to be afraid that they're going to lose their channel because somebody doesn't know how to take something, okay? You're messing with someone's work, okay? I don't come to where you work and fuck up the place, okay? If you're flipping burgers at Burger King, I'm not going to come into Burger King and make a goddamn mess if I know you work there. That's just stupid. That's childish. Grow the fuck up. And the thing is that you could blame it all on children, because a lot of the problems on YouTube do come from children. but the majority of the problems that are from children aren't this severe, so I'm thinking that this is mostly adults being offended by stupid shit. But I can't be sure. That's just an opinion. It's just a false accusation. I don't want to say false, but it's just a blind accusation. But I would go so far as to say that. But what I'm here to say to some of my other YouTuber friends is that, you know what? Give your opinion. Share it. Who cares if you hurt somebody's feelings? Who cares if it hurts your channel? Because in the end, it'll all eventually work out. Share your opinion. Okay? If you really have something to say it. There's no reason to stop what you're saying because you're afraid you'll lose your channel, and I can understand that. The thought has crossed my mind to tone down some of what I do, to maybe keep some of my opinions to myself. But I've decided I'm not going to. In fact, I may kick it up a notch. I may share my opinions in a little bit more of a harsh manner. Who knows? I guess we'll see in the near future. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys for all the support. You guys have a good one. It's been Azazel.